Hello, welcome to day 29 of playing chess every day until I reach 1800. Really quickly, you might realize that the last video posted was day 27. That is because I recorded a video yesterday for day 28 and I forgot to include the audio input source, so there was no sound. So technically I did still play yesterday, so this is still day 28. I'll be going over the game that I played yesterday after I play the game today in the same video. So let's jump right into it. And with that little mishap, I made double sure that I didn't make the same mistake again. So I definitely am recording audio right now. And we are going up against the Perk defense. I've done a little bit of studying. Never mind. I have no idea what this is anymore. I guess this is still Perk according to the chess.com sidebar, but I've only done like normal Perk. I don't know what this is. I guess this is some hedgehog type thing. Maybe he'll go like that. But I'm just going to develop normally. Can't go too wrong. Okay. Yeah, we're going up against the Perk. Weird variation. But we're just going to play Principled. Take the center where we can. And yeah, okay. Maybe our opponent is trying to cheese us since they are higher rated. But they aren't that much higher rated, so I'm not sure it's going to work out. Now, I could go normal with knight f3. Or I could go g4, which would be absolutely insane. But I don't want to get over optimistic because that is what my opponent is hoping for. My opponent is hoping that I overextend. I get super excited about having so much space, and then I subsequently lose when I get pushed back and broken. So instead of that, I'm going to just play knight f3. However, the downside is that this is probably what my opponent... Wait a minute. Is my opponent playing the cow? The Anna Kremling opening with this, and then placing the bishops there, or is that is this the hedgehog or the hippopotamus? I'm actually not sure, but either way, I'm just gonna develop. I'm gonna try to castle queenside so that I can keep on pushing. I don't want to break just yet. I'm probably going to want to play bishop c4, just getting my pieces out. And opponent is playing a system. I mean, okay. This pawn is not hanging. It's good to see that it's not hanging. I could just fully break right now. Opponent's kind of forced to take because otherwise I take there. But I'm going to wait a little bit more because after takes, maybe I castle and then I play that. And if I castle kingside, my rook gets into the game super fast, which would be nice. In the spirit of the attack, I think I'm going to castle kingside. But am I getting too hasty? I could also play it safe with bishop d2, then bring my queen and then castle queenside. What's better? Do I want to go absolutely crazy and just try to get my rook in as fast as possible? Or do I want to play principled and play for the long game? I'm expecting him to go like this the next two moves. In which case, I'll probably drop my bishop back after he plays there. Wait, so let's think about this. If I play this, he plays that. I bring my queen in, he plays there. I castle queenside, and then I'm ready to attack full force. And I think that that's probably the more principled way to play. Yeah, that looks more principled. I'm going to try to just be as solid as possible and just be like computer level punishing. Okay, so he is one tempo faster than what I was expecting him to do. I could play this break instead with d5. But after d5 takes, he can kind of just attack my bishop, force the trade, and then I think he's fine. In fact, he might even want to do that either way. He might just be aiming to go to a5. So am I afraid of that? I don't think so. In fact, a3 might be the stronger move, so I can drop it back. And also I can prevent him from ever going knight b4. I think a3 might be the move, because I don't want to trade bishops. I want to have it just pointing at the position the entire time. So in that spirit, I'm going to do it, even if it costs one more tempo. Because I don't want to trade my bishop for his knight. I feel like that would be weak for me. Okay, he's going to castle, but if he does, he's walking straight into my attack. I'm going to bring my queen right in so that I'm just ready to castle queenside and then launch g4 too. And it looks like this is going to be a fun game. Okay, so he's trying to get some counterplay. Okay. There's a few things I could do. If I just play d5, I counterattack his knight. If he takes, I take with my bishop, and that looks insanely good for me, but that's probably not what's going to happen. If here takes, wait, so d5, bx c4, dx c6. He castles, and then it looks like he's fine there, except I win his pawn back. So let me think about this a little bit more. Do I want to do this or not? Because if I can get my bishop there, I think I'm just winning. No, thank you. Could I even sack the bishop? I don't think that's sound. I don't think sacking the bishop is sound, because takes, queen takes, but I mean, I just don't get enough for that. Then I'm looking for this, but he can just really play anything. Actually, sacking the bishop does look fun. And then here he's pinned, but he can just play this, and he's, I think, totally fine. So I'm not going to do that because that looks like it's losing. So the question is, do I play d4, bishop d3, or bishop a2? I'm leaning towards bishop a2 or bishop d2, because this, after this, he can just move the knight. Then his knight is weak, because if I do play d5, the only place for him to move his knight is either back where it started, and then I move my bishop back, or after takes, castles. Looks like I'm just restricting him, and I'm threatening to win back the pawn. So after careful consideration, I think I will play d5. And I'm instantly seeing a flaw in my plan. He can actually play knight d4. But that still looks bad, because I still win his pawn back if he ever captures my bishop. And if he takes on d5, then I get a super strong bishop. I'm pressuring his knight. I think that he loses if he does that. That looks insane. But yeah, he sunk a lot of time into that move, 2 minutes and 16 seconds, but hopefully it was the right one. Oh, because he doesn't have a guarantee of winning back my d-pawn after captures, but I pretty much have a guarantee of winning back his c-pawn. So let's see what opponent does. Hopefully we took them out of their comfort zone a little bit. And next move, after whatever happens, we're probably going to castle queenside. And that looks strong. Okay, he does take? What? That can't be right. Okay, well, obviously I take with the bishop. And now his knight is hanging, so he can't castle. He's going to probably have to play bishop d7. After bishop d7, do I have a knight sack? Do I have a knight sack? Because takes. No, he can just move his knight. Then he's actually fine. But I mean, this attack just looks so strong. Now do I castle queens? I think I have to castle queenside, right? Yeah, I castle queenside, then I push g4. Or I push right now, but then his knight has good squares to go to. No, I think I have to castle queenside. I can't get overexcited, because that again is what he wants. He wants me to overestimate the strength of my position. However, I am fully aware that I'm winning right now. Okay. Now, I assume that playing rook d8 was a dual-purpose move, getting out of the line of the knight and preparing for this. But I think that if he pushes here, I can just recapture. And then, after rook takes, I have a pretty devious ideas about capturing, and then moving my knight with a discovery. However, he can push, takes with the knight. I mean, sorry, push, takes with the knight. He's hitting my bishop in that line. But it seems like I can still play g4 there. And then if he takes my bishop, I have another attacker. So do I want to deal with this? Because he's probably going to push a4 here, next move, no matter what. He can also go a5, but that... No, he can't. He hangs that. You know what? I'm going in for the attack. I smell blood, and I want blood. I did not hang my pawn, because he would be hanging. However, now I take here. Yeah, this is what we just talked about. Yeah, we take. That's kind of the only move. Okay, he does take with the knight. Do I even have a sack? No, I don't. I'm actually liking the look of f4 as well. If I play f4, where does he move the knight? Can't move it there. Oh my gosh, if I play f4, he's forced to move his knight all the way back here, totally disrupting his plans. Oh no, that's not true. He can move here. He can move there, which actually does look a little bit annoying. But then I take. He takes with his pawn, and then I might actually have some ideas. But I feel like it's easier to just not deal with that. My problem is that if he takes here, my g pawn is hanging. So f3, knight jumps in. I don't think that's good for us. I could push here and then takes, but then takes. I could also just play h3. Maybe rook g1 is the strongest idea. Or, on the other hand, maybe just keep it simple, bring the bishop back, and then argue that I have a super strong diagonal. Because even if my rook does get here, I don't think it's actually that strong. And then I definitely don't want to... I definitely do not want this to happen. Takes. He moves his bishop. I take this pawn, attacks my queen. I move it, and then I get checkmated. So definitely don't want that to happen. That would be very bad. So I think rook g3 might be best. Or moving my bishop back. Well, which one do I like better? Well, I can move my bishop over here. And that looks strong because I'm attacking this pawn, but that does kind of just give him a reason to push it forward. No, then I play... So bishop c4, a5. I can play bishop b5. He has to take. Then I take back with the rook, and his knight is hanging. I take back with the knight, and his... Yeah, okay, so I actually do like that a lot. So with that said, I'm just going to play it. However, I do have to keep in mind that my pawn here is hanging, so actually maybe not. I forgot about that. I totally forgot about that. Yeah, this pawn push is actually annoying. I could throw in f5 first. If I throw in f5, what changes? He gets this. Then I don't have bishop c4. So I think rook g1 might actually be the better play. And I'm just going to play it. Okay. He kicks out my bishop, but that actually helps me get my idea in. Do I have any sacks with this check? Doesn't look like I do. Doesn't look like I do. I would like to throw that in, but I think that I'm just going to play my original idea, attacking this pawn. However, I do have to be careful of one thing. I have to be careful of this. Then he lets me take his pawn. then attacks it with his rook, I have to be careful because this is just checkmate. So I might even want to drop back to b3 instead. Because here, he can just defend it. And then my knight doesn't really have anywhere good to go. So I might even want to... I'm not sure. This is a hard position. I don't like going up against the perk, to be honest. And by the way, my opponent has spent 0 time on any move whatsoever. So we're down 10 minutes on the clock. With that in mind, I think I'm just going to go back here. I just want to give him as little play as possible on the queen side, or on the king side, because now I'm going to play f3 for sure. Then I'm going to play h4, and hopefully my attack is strong enough to just win. Or I can just open up the center. No, but that lets him close it, actually. So that is not an idea. Yeah, the longest opponent has spent on a single move is 1 minute. Okay. I feel like I'm actually not winning here for some reason. Which is not a good feeling. Especially when it feels like I'm so close to being fully winning. If opponent castles, I mean, that's just walking into f3. And then takes. And it looks like I have the initiative there, because then his f-pawn is hanging. No, it's not, because the rook defends it. Never mind. Okay. And by the way, actually, you know what? I'm not going to spoil what happened in the game yesterday, because I'm going to show it later. Actually, directly after this game. Okay, he pushes forward. Does that have any threats? Well, I suppose he wants to just push it again, but my bishop is defending that, so I'm not super afraid. I think that's too slow. I think I play f3 now. And then takes, and he has a weak pawn right there. Okay, I'm going to play f3 because I'm running out of time. And, I mean, I feel like his only move is jumping in there. If he jumps back to f8, then his knight is just dead for the rest of the game. And then I'll play h4. And I'll probably try to roll him a little bit. So I'm liking the look at this. I'm also glad that I get a 10-second increment after each move, because if I didn't, then this game might be over due to time. Oh. Yeah, I'm liking this position now. I think he was a bit hasty trying to attack me when my attack against him is probably stronger than his on mine. The only thing I have to be careful of is I'm probably going to want to play king b1 at some point. Or move my bishop so I have an escape square. I don't know. Either one. Opponent probably wants to play queen a5, which is actually slightly scary, except for the fact that I can just play king b1 and the a2 square is defended very heavily. But I have to be careful that my attack on my opponent doesn't translate into attack on myself. And very soon I might actually want to play knight d5 as well, because even if it does trade, looks like yeah, so I mean, I'm going to take kind of my only move. And now I can kind of plant this up here. Then if he takes, I take with my bishop. Or I can just play h5 here. I have a lot of ideas. Oh, or I can play queen c4, threatening mate. If he defends it like this, I get this pawn. No, I don't. Yeah, no, I take it back. This doesn't look good. That just... No. What am I talking about? He can't block like that. If I play this, he might actually just have to castle to get out of the mate to defend it. And then actually I take it back because it looks like he's fine there. You know what? Oh no, I can't play this anymore because then he takes this pawn. I mean, with that bishop. But actually, if I play h4, bishop takes. I have queen. Nope, I do not. What am I talking about? I do not have the queen takes there. Boom. I wish I had a3 here, actually. Okay. How do I convert this? Because I definitely have the better position. I think I want to move my queen somewhere. I probably want to move it... Yeah, I think I want to move my queen to f2, so that I'm supporting h4, and I have more eyes on c5, after which case I can do this. So in the spirit of attacking, I think I'm going to play queen there. But now it looks like he's actually getting an attack on me too, which is making this less fun. And by the way, I have this bishop sack idea in the very near future if he castles, but probably going to play h4 first. And it looks like it's just going to be a race to who can get to the opponent first. Except I think I'd prefer, I think I like playing the white side of this better. Okay. Obviously his idea is just the immediate checkmate, but we're not going to let that happen. I think king b1 is the only thing to do here probably. Yeah, right. I mean, that just looks like the only move. I could move my bishop, but then after check, he takes my pawn, and it looks like I'm just totally lost there. You know, maybe this is actually worse for me than I thought, but I don't think it is. I mean, king b1 is the only move, so I'm just going to play it. Actually, I'm kind of nervous now. Maybe I am worse. Oh, except... Oh, no, I don't have that move. Never mind. I might want to liquidate on the king side. Okay. What's his idea? I don't see it. No, I can't play that because then he does have this. No, this actually might be bad. Yeah, this might be bad. Wait. No, it isn't. No, it isn't. I can defend very nicely with knight to... Oh, no. With knight over here. That's actually such a good move, I think. Because knight here, queen takes... Queen here doesn't work. This doesn't work. And I'm just going to kill his attack. So, yeah, this is definitely the move. He has no mates. He has nothing. And obviously the key to this is that my bishop is x-raying his queen. Now, he doesn't have to move his knight. In fact, he probably won't move his knight. Seems like the only thing to do. However, now it looks like I'm attacking him back. Okay, this is actually a very tactical game, it would appear. Whoa. And actually, I think my next move is going to be taking here. Because then king has to takes with check, and I win his knight. Okay, I'm now liking this position again. I think that my opponent was a bit hasty with his counterattack. I am going to have to probably calculate c4. Oh, or this. Oh, that's actually a good move. Because now takes... I do not have this because his queen is not defending it. However, takes with the queen. Takes back. This now comes with check. And it looks like I'm just dominating him there. So, takes. No, then he has checkmate. Never mind. Wait, if I take here first, though, takes... Wait, takes, right? Now, takes, maybe even takes with the rook, but then I have takes here, takes, check. It looks like I'm actually winning there. I think I'm winning here if I'm very careful. Takes, 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 then yeah. Okay, so I think I have to, wait, takes, takes. Yeah, I think I have to take here. So obviously going to take back with the queen. Okay, now it's checkmate is threatened, so what do I take back with? I think I take back with the bishop. Yeah, because I want this to be possible. So I take back with the bishop. And he has to take back with the pawn because my knight is defending that square. And now it looks like I'm going to have a pretty raging attack on him. Okay, the only problem is he's 9 minutes up. Okay, now I definitely take there. And I've drawn his king out, and it looks like I'm going to be able to bring my rooks in, and I think this might be decisive. This might be decisive. I think that isn't a move. Actually, is a3 a move that I have to worry about? Because obviously that threatens. No, it doesn't. Because I can just move my knight out. Then this isn't actually mate. I mean, takes back with the king. Obviously, I give a check. Okay. Check, and I win this. It actually depends where. If he goes here, that's just mate in a few moves. So he's probably gonna run back. He can't go there. If he goes there, this comes with check. Oh, I think that's a bad move. Check. Yeah, that loses his rook. And the game. Okay, let's be precise though. Because we do win this, and then we're gonna win his other rook. So takes. Yeah. And I'm expecting the resign to come in now because I'm gonna be winning both rooks. Yeah, okay, cool. And it's made in 4-2. So let's look at that game. And we are over 1450 for the first time. So this is big. I'm very happy, actually. Let's see. So 79 versus 61. Makes sense, because I feel like I definitely was winning the entire time, which I was. Let's see what happened. Okay? Even third move isn't the best move. Okay, knight f3. I disagree with computer there. It's a very small advantage, and I like having my knight. f4. Okay, it really just wanted me to play super solid, I guess, with like just... Oops, sorry. Like the most solid moves possible, but... I'm still happy with the position I got. Not a huge difference. Yeah, f3 was best, and yeah, I'm already winning. Yeah. Oh, except for c4 gave back a lot of the advantage. What was better? I guess bringing out the other bishop first because I want to castle that side anyway. And just more defense. Yeah, okay. I'm not taking advantage of... Okay, so I talked about castling kingside, and castling kingside was definitely better, so I could get the push, get my rook into the game much faster. So I guess I just got to trust my instincts a bit more, because that was the move I said. I should not have done this. I should have pushed with d4 instantly, but doesn't that give him this? And I guess I just retreat to d3, and his knight's badly placed. And I just have the overwhelming attack after all this. Okay, fair enough. Wow, I'm not finding the best moves here. Yeah, I should have castled kingside here this entire time, but I didn't. d5 was fine. Let me guess, it was probably better just to go back to d3. Right? Or no? Maybe not? Okay, no, that's fine too. Is it better to go all the way back to a2? Okay, all the way back to a2 is better. Yeah, like I said, exd5 was not good for my opponent at all. What probably should have happened was takes is probably best, right? Let me see if this is actually best. Okay, computer is not telling me, but here, Oh no, wait, what? Knight c5 is best. And then takes. Okay, yeah, that I did not see that. I did not even consider knight c5. That's interesting though, but yeah, he made the mistake. And now I just have a ton of pressure. Castling queenside was best there. Oh no, g4. h4 first. I wonder why. I guess because h4 is a defended move here, so I have time to play this and then maybe play h5, but if I ever move my knight, then h4 is a lot harder to play. So I guess that is just doing it well, it's easiest. I'm not totally sure what the reason is there, though. Okay, all this is fine. Yeah, going back to b3 was best. I did consider going to c4, but yeah, that wasn't terrible, but loses most of my advantage. Okay, yay. f5 there was automatic, like I thought. And oh no, queen f2 is bad. Okay, I'm not gonna look at the computer. What should I have done? I suppose playing knight there makes sense to me. It's still good, but it's definitely worse than... I mean, it's still bad, but it's definitely better than what I played. Oh, I should have just broken in. Wait, but then doesn't takes... Then I don't recapture, I play... Queen c4? Threatening mate now? Then castles. Wait, why was sacrificing that pawn good? Why is sacking this? Oh no. Wait, now it wants me to sack h4? But what about just takes? Okay, I'm gonna be honest, I have no idea why sacking my pawn there was good. I'm just gonna pretend like it didn't say that. King b1 here is also fine, or g5. Oh, I didn't play g5 here. Wait, but g5 sacks it. Okay, you know what, I'll analyze it more later, I guess. I don't know why sacking the pawn is good, but... Okay, yeah, king b1 is the only move. Everything else leads to a bad outcome. I'll just say that, because I have to move my bishop or my knight or something, I don't know. Yeah, like I said, he got a bit hasty, because knight d5 here is great. And then, oh, I'm still winning, but I did this in the wrong order. Oh, it looks like playing either bishop takes b4 or a4. Both of them are pretty much equally... Oh no, a4 is definitely better, according to this. Wait, on the right here it says that bishop takes a4 is the best move. But then it tells me up here that bishop takes b4 was best, so... I'm not totally sure who to believe now. Because now I take e7. Now I take e7. Then this, and it looks like I'm not up material, but his king is too out of the open to survive. But not what happened. Looks like, oh wait, I should not have taken there with the knight. What should I? Oh my god, I'm so stupid. Why didn't I just take the rook when it was free? That's a bit dumb of me. But funnily enough, f6 was the better move. And knight takes e7 was the second best. Wait, why is f6 such a good move? Why is this so good? What? Why is this so good for me? Okay, I have no idea why this is so good for me. That's a bit above my pay grade, but in my opinion, what I played was fine. This is also fine. I'm up an exchange there anyway. But I actually like taking on e7 better because it draws his king out. And then, wait, this is not what happened in the game. Yeah, no, taking here was good, and then he should have, oh wait, he should have sacked the exchange here. He didn't though, so that allows me to take, but f6 was better again. Why is f6 so good? Why is f6 so good? I win a queen like this? What? What? Okay. f6. What? What if he just ignores it, goes back here? Then I take here, and then I give the check again. And what happens if he just kind of ignores me? Oh, because I'm threatening a checkmate on e5. So if he just plays like this, I go e5 mate. The only way to stop it is to sack the queen, it looks like. Or to protect. Go here. Okay, so I missed that I'm threatening mate, but that's a pretty complicated line to see. I was somehow mating on e5. But yeah, I find the best moves and resigns. It could have gone on like this, but I'm just winning everything here. Okay, so that's a good game. We're above 1450, which I'm very happy about. Let's analyze the game that I played yesterday. I mean, I guess the right side kind of gives it away, but this is what happened yesterday. I was able to play the Scotch really quickly, a bit weird, but this is already pretty good for white because I just had the center. I played bishop e3 because I didn't want to trade queens. Better was just to threaten his pawn, force him to play c6. I'm not actually totally sure what the idea there is, but I guess it's good to just kind of develop with threats while also not trading queens, because he could have traded queens if he wanted to, and probably trading queens was best. Yeah, trading queens is best, which kind of takes away any advantage of having space, or takes away a lot of the advantage. Here is actually super instructional. I missed an incredible move. Here I missed knight d5. This is incredible because if takes, I take back with the bishop, and if you see it, congrats, because I didn't see this. Now I'm threatening the fork on c7 and winning a rook on g7. So this, if I played knight d5, I'm just fully winning, like entirely. And if he tries to stop it, obviously I just win a queen. So yeah, takes, and he can't stop my double threat. But I missed that, so I played c4. He probably should have equalized by playing queen takes, but instead he allows me to have a little bit of a long-lasting advantage because his pawns are weak on his queen side. At least I think that's the reason. I can just kind of attack him. Instead of castling here, I should have threatened his c-pawn, kept eyes on his weakest e-pawn, but I castled instead. Now, computer wants me to start flinging pawns at him. I'm not a computer, so I didn't see that. Bringing the queen back was also fine. Yeah, a5 was an inaccuracy here because taking, and he kind of gets an attack on my king side. I should have just brought back my knight. I imagine that it's because my knight's kind of dominated here. Can't really go anywhere. It's kind of restricted. And also my queen is kind of stuck with the knight kind of pushing on her side. So wanted to gain some extra space. And at this point, I was pretty confident that I was winning. Because I thought, oh my gosh, I have so much more space. And all of his pawns are really weak. But apparently, I was not really winning. In fact, I was actually doing worse here. But opponent finds the right move. I bring back my knight with the idea of going up here. Now I bring my bishop back. Should have brought it back here, but I was afraid of like the push and then going over here. So I brought it back to the middle, but I guess I shouldn't have been afraid of that. Now here I was like, okay, now I'm winning, because now if you see it, I win the e-pawn no matter what my opponent does. I find it. Opponent attacks, I'm not sure. This is actually even better for me. I'm like, okay, now I'm fully winning because I realized if I take, I also attack his queen, which is defended, or my bishop is defended, and then I'm going to win his rook because of that. I take, instead of doing that, opponent plays queen takes e3, sacrificing the queen for absolutely nothing. I think that, obviously just a blunder. My rook is still threatening my knight is still threatening the rook. Just fully won for me, and opponent resigns. So that's how the game went yesterday. That I forgot to enable the audio input source on. So love it when I forget to record correctly. I blundered the recording, as one comment put it. I loved that, actually. That was so funny. I chuckled a little bit reading it. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching, and catch you later. Also, I will actually post my game against Chess Vibes tomorrow, because I did play a game against Chess Vibes. Super fun, super grateful. I'll be posting that game and the after game analysis tomorrow. So look forward to that too if you are interested. So thank you. Adios.